Hey guys, what's up? Been a little while since I did a video. Oh, yesterday would have been the normal day, but it got a little crazy. Had to work a little late. Kind of tired, so doing it today. This is our second to last break of Road to WrestleMania, which is pretty appropriate since WrestleMania is now past. And we're going to have a lot to talk about there with Wrestlecon and WrestleMania. Maybe some of you guys saw my video with the Wrestlecon pickups. Yeah, very busy weekend. Even though I basically just went to WrestleCon, WrestleMania is still two very long days, especially Mania. I'm sure you guys have read about that, or if you watched it, obviously you know how long it was. So I left real early for WrestleCon because I know the city is... Ooh, that seems too thick. City is insane, and I mean, you see stuff in the city as far as driving that I have never seen anywhere, and I've been all over the place. There's a guy, actually more than one, pushing their hot dog carts in an actual lane where people were driving. Just so congested, but didn't have too much problems. Many problems getting there. Did pass the hotel lot. But I found a lot right next to the hotel, which is a little cheaper, so that worked out for me. Got to the convention nice and early, so some people weren't even there when I got there. But tons of old school wrestlers. There's a lot of the female talent, which I liked. And again, if you saw my autographs, you pretty much know who I met. And I gotta say, everybody there was super cool. Saw the beautiful people who basically turned out to join ROH. But I've pretty familiar with Velvet Sky at this point. See her all the time. Help her. Always try to donate when she's doing something to help animals. I think that's really cool. And she's pretty much the nicest person you could ever hope to meet. Candice Michelle, super cool. Actually kind of flirty with the photo ops, which is a nice touch. And made sure you got at least 2 pictures with her for the price. Got to pose in one of Ric Flair's robes, actually the one he wore in his first 1989 match with Ricky Steamboat. I'm a big Flair guy, so I absolutely love that. Also, unexpectedly, I knew the Flair robes were going to be there, but Lanny Poffo was there, who's of course the brother of the late great Macho Man Randy Savage, and he had one of Savage's famous original robes there, the silver one. It actually had a lot of weight to it, but you paid $20, which was basically a donation, I forget to what. You could take a picture in the robe and with Macho Man's Hall of Fame ring, which is also really cool. I mean, there's something, I remember that robe from the late 80s, and I remember from high school thinking how cool it was. To be able to get a picture with that was just amazing. I'll say congratulations something, but I don't. Okay, we got Piper, Steamboat, and our Andre the Giant Battle Royal. It's Mojo Rawley. It is numbered. It's weird how they number these things. 71 out of 199. Was he the winner last year? That's how much these battle royals mean. No disrespect to the people in it. I'll have to look that up. I mean, if he was the winner, I guess kind of cool. But still not digging those Andre Battle Royal cards. Yeah, so obviously the big one at Wrestlecon was Ric Flair. You guys, if you saw my other video, you saw that I got finished the Starrcade 83 program. Okay, this one doesn't feel as thick, so that's good. And I got a picture with him in the robe, and, you know, I'm not going to say, yeah, his line was massive. So there was no way he could be the way some of the people with these smaller lines were. But I still thought, compared to other appearances, he was pretty friendly. And people give him grief, I guess, sometimes. But, you know, for somebody of that stature, it's pretty friendly and gives an awesome autograph. You know, puts woo on it. Really goes the extra mile with his autographs. Always smiling in the picture, happy, you know. And I think that's, again, for an all-time legend like that. I know everybody would like their few minutes and all that, but you gotta be reasonable. I'm not sure if I talked about this in my other video, but I mean, again, when you talk about being reasonable, and how some people are unreasonable, I was in the line about 3/4 through, and a guy comes up to me and says, "Hey, can I give you $60 to get in line here?" I'm like, well, what about all the people behind me? I don't think they would like that. He's telling me he's running late, and I don't know if that was true. If it is, I mean, come on. Got to allow time. And then, when I was talking to the guy behind me, and I showed him what I wanted to have signed, he's like, "Oh, is that for sale?" Of course it's not for sale. I've been here in line for 40 minutes because I want to get this signed. But what can you do? So, again, I got there early. I want to say around 9 o'clock. Eventually left around 1:30. And actually I'm skipping here. But video's almost over, so that's okay. Maybe I'll go back to it. I guess the only other note is I did meet Eva Marie, and a lot like I did a encounter online. She's actually really nice. I know people gave her a lot of crap because she probably wasn't in wrestling. You know, she was in it, I guess, to gain fame, and I could see why that would make people mad, but I think she tried. She's trying really hard at the end, and I judge people on how they treat me. And I actually had gotten her autograph, had forgotten to ask for personalization, but they had no problem, you know, when I asked if I could go back, and she was happy to do it. So again, I treat people the way they treat me. I'll go to the hit, and then actually I'll wait a minute as I continue or wrap up the Wrestlecon story. So I left the city, a little harder getting out, a lot of roadblocks, I guess because of the convention, a lot more congestion. But still, I knew once I got out of there and got onto like the bridge, it would be fine, and it was. So all in all, it wasn't near the horror story I thought it was going to be. And once again, kudos to WrestleCon. I think it's basically the event of the weekend, like it was last time. And if you go to WrestleMania and it comes to your city, I cannot recommend WrestleCon highly enough. Probably above WWE Access, because at Access you're only going to get that kind of thing with the VIP experience, whereas with WrestleCon, you know, you get it with everyone, and actually more, because some of the people just don't have the massive lines. And it looks like we got a belt, so let's just get to it. Got the Bret the Hitman Hart Intercontinental belt. It is numbered to 25. It's a nice card. But of course, you know me, my issue is going to be that this was not the version of the IC belt that he held. But other than that, nice card, numbered to 25, so maybe someone will want it. So as always, thanks for watching. Keep checking back. My next video will be the wrap-up of the Road to WrestleMania cards, and I will talk about my Mania experience. Take care.